Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
You are not going to believe what I did. Seriously, sit down because my head is spinning so fast I feel like I'm going to throw up all over again. I need you to listen to this. And I mean, really listen, because I think I'm losing my mind. Okay, so you know me. You know where I've been for the last 3 years. I haven't just been not drinking, right? I've been living. I go to the meetings. I have the sponsor, Gary. I've been in therapy digging up trauma I didn't even know how to name. I rebuilt the bridge with my sister. I've been running 5Ks. I finally felt like a person, not just a walking apology. I was proud. And then last Friday happened. It wasn't even a catastrophe. It was just a Tuesday masquerading as a Friday, just a pile of stupid, heavy, suffocating little things. The coffee machine broke, traffic was a nightmare, and by the time I clocked out, I felt this physical weight pressing on my chest. I was walking home and I passed that old dive bar on 4th. You know the one? I swear to God, I didn't make a conscious decision. It was like I was possessed. 1 second I was walking past, and the next second I was on a stool. I ordered a beer. I didn't call Gary. 1 beer became 2, and then I saw this guy I used to run with, and suddenly there were shots on the table. Whiskey, burned like hell, felt like heaven. After that, it's static, just black noise. I have flashes, lights blurring, laughing at something that definitely wasn't funny, the sensation of falling into a cab I don't remember ordering. I woke up at 4:00 a.m. on my couch. My neck was bent at a weird angle, my phone was dead, and my mouth tasted like I'd been chewing on a handful of dirty pennies. And the panic, oh my God, it was a cold, sharp, terrifying realization that I had murdered my own life. I felt like I was standing over the corpse of the last 3 years with a smoking gun. I ran to the bathroom and puked until there was nothing left. I showered twice because I couldn't scrub the feeling of failure off my skin. I sat on the bathroom floor, shivering in a towel, debating whether I should just pack a bag and disappear, move to a different state, just vanish so I didn't have to face anyone. But I didn't, because I'm better now, right? I do the honest thing. So I decided to own it. I told Chloe. I walked into the bedroom. She was just waking up, looking all soft and sleepy, and I just blurted it out. I was bracing myself, babe. I was ready for her to scream, to cry, to tell me to get out. I had my defenses up. She looked at me for maybe 5 seconds, just stared, and then she sighed, but not an angry sigh. She just hugged me. She held me and said, okay, we'll handle it. We'll handle it. No screaming, no how could you, just acceptance. It was so calm it unnerved me, so then I had to make the call to Gary, my sponsor. Gary is hardcore. I called him, voice shaking, and told him I blew it. I told him about the shots, everything. And you know what he sounded like? He sounded like he was ordering a pizza. He sounded almost bored. He said, all right, Milo, dust off. Get to a meeting at noon. We start day 1 again. He sounded like he had been waiting by the phone for 3 years for this exact call. At this point, I'm feeling like I'm in the twilight zone. I texted my sister. I wrote, I relapsed last night. I'm sorry. I stared at the bubbles, waiting for the lecture. She texted back, love you, proud of you for being honest, with a red heart emoji. A heart emoji. I just flushed 3 years of trust down the toilet, and she sends me a cartoon heart. Even my buddy from the Thursday night group put on this warm, practiced voice and said, dude, 1 night doesn't erase 3 years. And that's when it hit me. That's when the real panic started. It was all too smooth, too gentle. Nobody seemed shocked that Milo, the guy who has been crushing sobriety, ended up blacked out in a dive bar. It felt rehearsed. It felt like they all had a secret group chat called When Milo Crashes, and they were just executing the plan. And now my head is in this really dark, twisted place. I'm terrified that the people closest to me never actually saw me as sober. They still see me as the junkie. They've just been humoring me for 3 years. It feels like they're keeping me in this box labeled fragile addict. They don't get angry at a sick dog for puking on the rug, right? You just clean it up and say, it's okay, boy. That's how they treated me, like a sick dog. If they really saw me as the man I thought I was, they would be furious. Anger implies expectation. Anger means you held me to a higher standard. This forgiveness, it feels like indifference. It makes 3 years of hard work feel like a costume I was wearing that fooled absolutely nobody. I looked at Chloe an hour ago and she was making tea, looking so content in her role as the supportive partner. And I wanted to scream. I wanted to shake her and say, be mad at me, treat me like an adult who made a horrible choice, not a toddler who dropped his ice cream. I don't know what to do with this feeling. I'm sober today, technically, but I feel drunk on paranoia. I feel like everyone is watching me with that soft, pitying look, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Tell me I'm overthinking this. Please, because if you tell me it's okay, Milo will handle it. I swear to God I'm going to lose it.